Okay, here it goes. My name is Lakshay Behl. This is the second time I'm recording this video, and the reason for that is that the audio was completely messed up in the last one I was doing. So it's almost midnight now, and actually it's 2:30 in the morning now. So yeah, it's pretty late, and I just wanted to give you an update. I'm sorry I don't have a camera on me right now. I'm on the move. I just wanted to give you an update on the CEL token short squeeze, and of course, since the price is down for the Celsius CEL token today, as of right now, detractors are out in full force. We are at exactly $1 right now. And I wanted to give you some updated statistics because we are working on a portal right now that will give you updated statistics, and I'm working with a few Celsians who will keep you updated on the short squeeze, on the short positions and the long positions. And of course, it's going to be our best guess, but nobody can know for sure. But I'm going to give you exactly my process as to how I arrive at that best guess. So let's start by looking at FTX, and we're going to go to spot margin lending rates. And well, shorts are pretty happy and the naysayers are pretty happy today, and the reason for that is because the lending rate seems to be 10% per year, and the average borrowed is down to 2.7 million. Okay, it's pretty low compared to where it was yesterday. So clearly, at least on the spot market, a lot of shorts have closed positions. However, like I said in my previous video, that's not the only market to look at. You also want to look at the perpetual market, or the perpetuities market, and that's where we go and we look at the open interest. It's still 11 million, over 11 million. It was 11.8, 11.9 yesterday. Today it's close to 11.1, 11.2. And so in a lot of people would say, okay, since the predicted funding rate is still negative, that means shorts are paying longs, and that means yeah, at least half of those, so 5.6 million, have got to be shorts, and the other half would probably be longs. And there's of course no way to absolutely verify this. Or at least I don't know of a way to verify this, but what I can tell you is I can give you a funding rate just by copying it here. Okay, so what you're seeing here is the hourly rate, which is 0.0314%. Okay, now, what I want to do is I want to give you what that means on an annual basis. So the formula for annual calculation goes 1 plus hourly interest to the power of 24 times 365, because 24 hours in a day and 365 days in a year. So you want to go from hourly to annual. This is the formula. Okay, so the interest rate is 0.0313%. Okay, to the power of 24 times 365, and if you subtract 1 and multiply by 100. Okay, that's the formula. I don't ask me to explain it to you. If you are into mathematics, you get it. If you don't, I'll copy the formula on the description so you can actually go and calculate it on your own. The calculator will do all the work. You just have to plug in the number. Okay, you just plug in the interest rate from the CEL PERP market, and you get 1,451% per annum. 1,451% per annum. And right now the interest is pretty low. Let me tell you what happened yesterday, actually today, or maybe, yeah, it's yesterday now. So yesterday at 5 a.m. in the morning, you see how I work. 5 a.m. in the morning, I was talking to a great friend of mine, and I think you might know him already, especially if you are one of the Celsius OGs or one of the original participants in the Celsius network. His name is Mark Mayer, of formerly Inside Alpha, and he has done a couple of interviews on why he was long on CEL token. He is one of the few friends that I cherish in my life, and he's one of the few people in my life that I look up to and learn so much from all the time. So he brought this to my attention. He said, everyone's focused on the spot margin rate, and that's a much smaller market. You got to look at the perpetuities. And I said, I know, because perpetuities have the potential to be hiding a lot more shorts than the spot market, which is clearly visible. He said, no. Everyone is so hung up on the 2,000% per annum spot market rate, and what they should be looking at is the perpetuities funding rate. And I said, hey, I never thought of that. So I went to the perpetuities rate, applied the formula, and guess what? 5 a.m. this morning, actually last morning, so June 25th, right? The perpetuities rate was 15,000%. And then I did that a couple of times during the day. It was between 10,000 and 100,000%. So shorts were paying 15,000, 10,000, 100,000. And right now the interest is pretty low. It's pretty dead in the water. So they're only paying 1,451% to the longs. Anyway, so where are the shorts? Well, they're paying 1,451% to the longs, and that does not happen when you have a balance of power. That does not happen when you have a roughly equal number of shorts and an equal number of long positions on the perpetuities market. So I'm a betting man, and I'm willing to bet that way more than half of this open interest is shorts, and it's not just very close to half. So let's say about 7 million on here and about 2.5 million on the longs. So let's say 9.5 million, be conservative, let's say 9 million, okay? That's the short position, okay? Between spot and perpetuities on FTX alone, okay? Now, let's see how much volume there is, okay? So what I've done is I've taken the actually let me do that right now. So let me show you how that's done. You go to etherscan.io and I can show you now. I'm going to show you the process for doing it for yourself. So if you want to find out how much liquidity there is on exchanges, you can do this process. You can follow this process, okay? You go to etherscan.com and you look for the CelShorts token, which is this, and then you start looking at the most recent transactions. So let me close out all these tabs so that you know what I'm doing, okay? This is OKX, this is Uniswap V2, this is Uniswap V3, okay? And actually, let's just do Uniswap V3 sell. You don't want to do pairs because you're just going to see the liquidity within this pair. What you want to do is you just want to look at Uniswap V3 sell or Uniswap V2 sell. That gives you a total of all the liquidity, regardless of all the exchange pairs. And then this is FTX, of course. Let's look at Bancore if they have any. Let's look at, okay, there's no other exchanges on this page. So you keep going through this and you do it for a couple of pages until you get to, let's look at Coinbase. My guess is they have nothing because they're not involved, at least as of right now. And if you see some addresses that you find interesting or you keep seeing again and again, you can also verify them and you can check out how much liquidity they have or how much sell token they have. And I think we already opened up OKX, didn't we? Let me see. OKX. Yeah, we already opened up OKX. And let's see if we can find some other exchanges that also seem to come up all the time. So gate.io, I think I saw gate.io. Let's open that up. And what we're going to do is we're just going to add up how much liquidity they have altogether as of right now. So there's OKX. We've already gone through all this. And as you can see, there's not a lot of, okay, Huobi or Hubi. How do you pronounce that name? I never get it. Hubi. Let's call it Hubi. And do you see any other names? I don't see any other names. Bitlick.eth. This is probably just some guy. Paraswap. Let's see. You know, I'm guessing not a lot of these have any significant volume. Yeah, I don't see any other names. It's just Uniswap, FTX, Woobi, Bancore, Gate, and that's it. Okay, so let's add up. So this is OKX. They have 425,000 sell. Let's keep adding that. So 425K. Okay, I'm just going to add in thousands. Then this is Uniswap V2. So that's how much? 113. You can see it right here. It's Uniswap V2. They have 113,000. Let's say 114,000 to calculate, to round it up basically. Then this is Uniswap V3. This is the sell USDT pair. So we don't want to look at that. We want to look at the entire market. So Uniswap V3 altogether has 915,000. So let's add 916,000 here. Then they have FTX, has 5.88 million, so 5,881,000, right? And then what do you have? Bancore, which has 182,000 roughly. And then there is, yeah, like I said, Coinbase has nothing because they don't have a sell position. Token holder, this random token holder was some guy whose name kept popping up, but he only has 6,000. So I don't know if you want to add that up. Feel free to do that. This is Gate.io, so another 174,000. And this is Woobi. I don't know if we did. We did. No, I don't think we did. 1.282 million. 1.282 million. And then, okay, this token holder, I don't know why I opened that one. And this one again, Paraswap. So they have absolutely nothing. So altogether, what you're looking at is about 8.9 million. So that's very close to the shorts. Again, the conclusion is if you are participating in the short squeeze, it is far from over. Shorts still have as much of a position as there is total liquidity on the exchanges. And again, I cannot believe I gotta keep doing this for you. But let's go to Uniswap, okay? And let's see what happens if someone tries to buy out all the 9 million CEL tokens there are on the market, okay? And let's do it in USDC. So USDC versus CEL, and how much money they would have to pay in order to buy out all the 9 million CEL token on all the exchanges, okay? So that's 9 million. Let's see. And the answer is insufficient liquidity for this trade, which is obvious, right? There's not going to be a lot of insufficient liquidity for this trade because there is not 9 million CEL token. What if you wanted to buy 900,000? Well, you would pay, okay, you could probably buy, one for $1.7. So $1.71, $1.72. But that's only if you wanted to buy 900,000. If you wanted to buy 2.9 million, you probably won't be able to buy that because there's not going to be, again, no liquidity. 1.9 million. Yeah, maybe at a ridiculous price. Oh, no, not available. Sorry. 1.2 million. Yeah, you can get it for 2.5, $2.50. But that's about it. 1.5 million, there's not a lot of liquidity, and you can go check out the different exchanges. Again, if you go to FTX, I want to show you how much availability of CEL token there is. So let's go to CEL USD and let's look at the supply side or the selling side. These are the people who are ready to sell you their CEL tokens. So for instance, there's about 100,000 people or 100,000 CEL tokens, that are available for roughly $1.10. Okay. And let's change the grouping to 50 cents. And let's see what happens if someone wanted to buy 2 million CEL tokens. Well, I can tell you that it's not going to happen until $13 a price point for each CEL token is achieved. And that's only going to get you 1.1 million. So that's the other thing. Just because some CEL tokens are lying on an exchange doesn't mean they're available for you to be able to buy them. And you should buy them, but shorts cannot just go on and buy the 6 million CEL tokens sitting on the FTX exchange. They're not on the order books. As you can see, there's a lot of volume, open interest at $0, close to $0. And a lot of them, like I said, most of them or many of them are just short sellers looking to close. But if this number is something to go by, there's not enough liquidity. There's not enough liquidity across all the exchanges as we've seen over here. And you can do this research on your own whenever you want. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost any money. So you should do it. So is the CEL token short squeeze over? No. Why is the price down though? I wanted to talk, and I want to keep this video short, but I'm going to take a minute and talk about why the price is down. Well, that's because price is based on, the last traded price. That's the price right now. And, if someone came in and tried to buy 1 million CEL tokens this week, and we know of at least one entity that will try to do that, where the price goes, right? Now, of course, a lot more people are going to join in the fray and try to sell their CEL tokens when that happens, which is fine. So the price takes a little bit longer to go up, but this is only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before we drain all the liquidity across all the exchanges off the market, and it's really up to you, the participants of you and me, the participants of the CEL token short squeeze, to drain all the liquidity out and then just diamond grip those CEL tokens. Because remember, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt smear campaign providers, let's put it this way, the providers of fear campaigns, okay, or fear smear campaigns are going to be out in full force. And I actually pinned a comment on one of my videos just now. So this is the most recent video I did. It was the long video. You might have already seen it. And he says, hate to see you're wrong, but you're already hurting a lot of people and you're a disgusting scammer. He's calling me a scammer, even though I've been telling everyone to manage their risk and not invest a dime more than they're willing to lose. But this guy, you know, he's going to still call me a scammer. And so these guys are going to be out in full force, and you don't want to let them have an inch. You don't want to give them 1 second of your attention, because these guys, all they have is a fear smear campaign, and that's all they have. And by the way, me personally, a lot with X2, so you can read that, but what he's saying is he's done a 2x leverage on his short position. So he really has a vested interest in making you believe that the CEL token will go down, just as I have a vested interest in making you believe the CEL token will go up for various reasons that I have very clearly communicated. And if you haven't seen my video on that, go to my channel and check it out. So that's it from me. That's the update that I wanted to bring to you. And go ahead and keep draining those exchanges. Keep moving those CEL tokens off of the exchanges into your own wallet, preferably a hardware wallet if you can do that. I already have a tutorial on my channel, and about 2,000 people have already seen that tutorial. So you should go ahead and check it out. Yep. Have a great day. And I hope this clarifies whether or not the CEL token short squeeze is over. The answer is far from it. My name is Lakshay Behl. I'll talk to you soon.